Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So this week I'm doing something a little different. Now I was in the kitchen the other day making a cup of coffee, looking out the window first thing in the morning, and I just noticed all these birds happily foraging around in the garden. And I tend to put out a bit of seed and blackberries in the morning, and we get the blackberries coming in, and they've got a chick at the moment, so the chick's sort of following the parents round. And sometimes we get the thrushes coming in, and we've got the dunnocks, and the blue tits and the great tits, and the robin comes in. Now, I've not seen the robin for a few days now, probably even a week, because the robin was coming in with its chicks that look nothing like a robin. Sort of got like, the young ones have got like a speckly chest. So they were darting around, but I haven't seen them for a while. Obviously, get the wood pigeons in that really just annoy me really, because they come in and start shaking the bird feeders and whatnot. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up my Tragopan Hockey 3, which I bought about 6 months ago, and I've only now literally unzipped it. So what I'm going to be doing is setting this up in my garden, and then tomorrow morning going into the hide and hopefully getting some really nice photographs of garden birds. So let's make our way outside. So the birds are actually quite tame in the garden. I'll just turn the camera around so you can actually see the garden. So I've got bird feeders up here with a camera in here. Got a bird box there with a camera. I've had that up for 2 years, still waiting for somebody to take up residence. I think next year I'm going to put a to let sign on it, and hopefully I might get a bird that will actually come in. Now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my hide here right on the corner of my lawn. I'm going to have to stake it down because we are threatened with a few thunderstorms this evening, whether they actually come in or not. But I don't want to come in the morning at 4 o'clock and find that my hide is blown away. So I'm going to get that set up, and I will see you at 4 o'clock in the morning. Morning everyone. Well, it's 4:30 in the morning and the sun is just coming up. Bit of red sky, red clouds. It's quite nice actually, because I've just been watching the birds flying overhead, like the crows and the seagulls, especially the seagulls, because they're actually glowing pink, and I thought, oh, what a fantastic shot that would be. But yeah, the few and far between the seagulls here. So I'll be waiting quite a while to actually wait for another seagull to fly past. Anyway, I've got my camera. I'm going to start off with my R6 with the 85 1.2 DGOS lens on the RF. Reason I'm using my R6 is my Canon R5 has been sent in for servicing, which has ended up costing me about £500 to get that serviced and sorted out. So that'll be arriving back today, thank goodness. And I'm going to get down into the height. I've also got my 70-200 f2.8 lens as well. So yeah, let's get down into the garden and see what birds arrive today. So one of the great things about being in a hide at home is you can have a mug of coffee on hand. Whilst you're waiting for the birds. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see me in this light. It's a bit dark in here. We just had about 6 starlings come down. We then had a couple of blackbirds. We then had a robin. The garden is just alive this morning. And even when you can't see anything, you can just hear movement around the bushes. But no, nice to see the robin in the garden this morning. And I'm not sure if it's a young robin because it doesn't appear to have a full red chest. I'm not too sure when a juvenile's chest starts to change. I'll have to look that up. But no, I need to be quiet and close this window because they can see me through the side here. Just had a couple of curlew fly over. Anyway, I'm going to end my video here this morning. Been a wonderful few days I've had coming in the morning just for an hour or two and photographing the garden birds. I thought that it could have been a juvenile robin. It looked very fluffy with just a bit of red, but looking at its head, I don't think it was a juvenile robin. I think it was just a robin with a bit of a fluffy plumage, maybe just changing its coat. I have no idea, winter coat into summer coat. Starlings absolutely fantastic to watch, running around all over the place. Blackbirds as well, the juvenile blackbirds.
That was really good. I bought some, I usually put out blueberries for the blackbirds, but yesterday I went out and bought some juicy big black currants and put those down this morning. I thoroughly enjoyed eating those. But no, photographing in your garden, give it a try. It's dead easy. You don't need to have a high like I've got here, this Tragaban Hockey 3, version 3 I think it is, although it is very comfortable and very versatile in what I've been using it for. You could just get a green blanket, bit of camo, just lie on the grass and photograph the birds. But it's just being able to do something without having to go out into the wild, into the fields, just in your own garden. There's enough wildlife here to keep you entertained for hours. But anyway, guys, until the next time, take care, and hopefully I'll see you in Skomer.